Herbal Project. When I was a teenager and a big fan of dog shows, existed no good medicine in my native city that would treat dogs and prevent flea infestations. I was well enough aware of the consequences of such things. It left untreated, particularly as they are related to humans. No need to mention so-called veterinary pharmaceutics. To do something about this, I turned my attention to traditional medicine and herbal supplements. It turned out that some of the recipes I found in various books really worked. With the help of knowledgeable professionals, I adopted these recipes for various animals. For instance, I had opportunity to verify that wormwood, an herb that grew elsewhere, could do a great job preventing flea outbreaks in the dog and cat if placed under their beds. We also use specifically prohibited pumpkin seeds, processed pumpkin seeds to worm with a great result. Later, being a researcher, I used different herbal extracts to verify their influence on physiological functions. There were some interesting findings. Decades later, I became an entrepreneur and a businessman in the U.S. Pet industry. This business I was running was a complex operation. Under the same roof, you could receive veterinary services, grooming and boarding, and even purchase some first aid necessities. Every aspect of our activities worked in a symbiosis with others, and it was very convenient to use the same building and same staff who worked for additional income for the business as the whole. As a manager, I asked myself, what else within our present capacities can we do to boost our income? One day I had the idea that we could also sell supplements. We did that, and it was well received by our customers. But because of supply payment to other companies, we did not make significant money. Why should we buy supplements from others for resale if we can produce ourselves or even better ones ourselves? That was the beginning of a long journey that has not yet reached its culmination. Enriched by the various trustworthy literature, my experience allowed me to formulate a number of recipes that target pets' most common problems, such as weakened immune system, allergic reaction, eating disorders, poor stress resistance, and so on. I searched for sources of herbal remedies and found good ones. My first order of herbal ingredients was less than a couple of $100. I myself prepared the first batch of bottles containing a mixture of certain. We started to offer them to our customers, which mean talking to each potential buyer among their benefits. Sales went well, and the reviews were good, but the amount of money raised was insignificant. We also presented these supplements on the internet, and the result was the same. Once in a while, someone would buy our products and write us a thankful letter, but the numbers of such sales are rather pathetic. The next step happened when my brother joined us. He joined us out of the circumstances. He was not really a pet industry player, but needed a job for a time and was ready to be useful in our business, where he became partner. It's not an easy game to collaborate with a relative, at least not for me. Maybe it's because of my authoritarian style of leadership. Do what I tell you. It does not mean that I don't listen or what others say. It's only means that after listening to others, I have to make a decision, and then the team has to follow along what I have decided. Unfortunately, my brother and I were both leaders. We have rather different backgrounds and expertise, and I prefer to make my mistakes virtually in my thoughts, while my brother has tendency to try things first and then analyze. His first attempt to question my reasonable was revelation of idea of having dog and cat shows, of trading puppies and expanding the international trade of pet goods. I had already thought about it and experimented with this, and for many reasons knew it would not be successful. but my brother wanted to do it. By the way, it was not so bad. Time had passed and the situation may have changed. There could have been some erroneous steps in my previous attempts. He tried to step in and to do it his way, and after some time, some spending, he came to the same conclusion as I had come to. The only project that he had revitalized successful was Herbal Supplement Project. He checked the reasons of those people who use our herbal products before and found they really worked. So he did some market research about pet supplement sales of other stores and found we had a good chance. It turned out that in many ways we were far ahead of our competitors. He pushed us to work harder on those branding of our products. First, we had to improve the administration methods of our herbal remedies. Instead of making our herbal mixture into a dry powder, which should be extracted by the pet owners themselves, he proposed to make out formulas in the form of a gel. It's much easier for ordinary customers to squeeze out some gel than it follows a series of detailed instructions. Adding water, waiting 24 hours, separating out tinkle, and so on. Next, he pushed us to improve the appearance of our label, to build a special website, and to do some other little things, which altogether changed the face of our product. Moreover, noting the growing interest of pet lovers in buying treats for their cats and dogs, he pushed us to make herbal treats that would fulfill this customer demand, thus making herbal supplements for pets more attractive. All the while allowing pet owners to take part in the health improvement of their animals. He started to experiment with such new treatment, and of course we took a lot of dead-end steps. Treats with herb have to be enticed to canines and felines, but they also have to be safe. They have to be natural without preservatives. At the same time, they have to be resistant to microbes and ills while they sit on the shelf waiting for the buyer. Although fights and forgiveness, though concentrated thinking through trial and error, through the collection of advice of various professionals and research. Research study, we found we got reasonable results. Dogs and cats approve our efforts by the positive votes, but animals don't dish out the money. They do not buy supplements and treats. People do. To convince people to switch to better products, they would need to be informed and reassured that those products really are. At this point, we realized how great the role money really plays. I used to think that any enterprise needs a good idea first, and the money will follow. I was wrong. Without money, any idea would die. It would die. Would never reach the top business opportunities. We need money in order to expand our production and to the market and advertise the project. To get this money, we need to find an investor. To find an investor, we need a network of rich, talking and aggressive people. Our circle of such contacts is concentrated in the Russian-speaking sector, but we are afraid to partner with those moguls. We both fought for our project and we are sure it will be successful and can bring a lot of money. This is my dream retirement with grandkids and books. But there are enough years ahead of me to reach this point. We will see. P.S. We were lucky to find a first round investor for this project. Not as much money as we had wanted, but something is better than nothing. He is a Russian and is appeared he is not just a caricature of Russian mogul. In addition to our offering money, he joined our team as a marketing and IT professional, and his skill has elevated us to the next level. Now my hope is to create a valuable brand with more clout.